Working in Camtasia and Photoshop today on some graphics, some B-roll that's animated to go along with this lecture that's about the different eras of leadership, and this is where we are.
This era is defined by the following: motivated through a system of rewards and punishment. Leadership and follower relationship is a quid pro quo relationship. Reward for good behavior, punishment for bad behavior.
Time for us to make this a bit more exciting. I thought it'd be funny to have this gentleman, who I'm very proud of. It's in the 70s, so that's why he's got the collar and the hair. To when the narrator says punishment for good behavior, he comes up with a thumbs down and a thumbs up when he mentions good behavior. To do that, we're going to have to go to Photoshop. Here's our fellow, and we're going to create a new layer that is the arm, and we're going to make the arm rotate so that it comes up and down at the elbow joint, believe it or not. So first thing we're going to do is make this canvas a better size. That. Move him over. He's got green. Green is the transparent. Sometimes I'll work with a color as the transparent. Sometimes it's just easier to create the graphics that way. For me, okay. So we also have these thumbs, and is that a child's hand? Because these are the children's hands. No, I think it's just a hand. Well, that's the hand we're going to use. So I got these from Adobe stock, but you know, this type of silhouette, it's not too hard to come across. You could also draw your own. And these are fun to work with because you can get away with a lot and you don't have to worry about color. You can tell a lot of story with these silhouettes because the mind fills in what it does not see. So there's big old thumb. I'm doing this in a strange order. But there's a big old thumb right there. Yeah. What we're gonna do is grab this arm at about the elbow. Right? Now you can picture it, can't you? There's the arm. There's the hand. It's about what we're working with. Yeah. Copy that. New layer. Paste. V. Control T. Drag. What? Now, where would it be? That's where his elbow is there. Right about there. The elbow's kind of back here. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's try that. Okay, looks like nonsense, but I think we're gonna come up with something funny. So this thumb, we need to join this stumpy arm we've made. So FX, color overlay, white, V, Control T. Yeah. And then you're like, is this the size of a hand that we would expect from this stumpy arm? No, it looks ungodly, doesn't it? First of all, it's too long. It's too long, the arm's too long. There we go. Now we're more like, oh yeah, that looks like maybe that could work, right? Especially if we do something like get rid of this stuff. Come on. Time to work on the arm. Oh, I've got green on it. This is so embarrassing. I am so sorry about this. Got green on it. Ugh. Okay. Get rid of that. Yeah. Do you see how it kind of almost looks like, yeah, that's an arm. So the next trick, okay, is being able to get the arm to pivot correctly. Yeah, because it's not going to do that on its own. We have to teach it the ways. Okay. That can go like that. And then you're like, is it an arm? Yeah. Yeah. I think that works. Merge layers. Okay. And now we want it to turn with about this right here be the pivot point, right? That's really what we want. Should we we'll put a little dot there. That's our little hinge. We have to frame this thing correctly so that little dot, our little hinge, is in the middle. Just roll with me on this and you're gonna see some magic. So this, you can, it's hard to see without the green. So let's just put a green layer there. Right. Or a pink one. For God's sake. Okay. Okay, so then we're like, okay, put that dot right. See how now it's in the middle? We want that dot right in the middle as we frame up this hand, and it's like a paper doll. It's like the hinge of a paper doll. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, take away the purple, take away him, and even take away our dot, which has served its purpose. Back in Camtasia, I have imported this man's arm. That's too big. Come on. That looks pretty good though. Yeah. Now don't worry, and I know you're worried, don't worry about the fact that you can see this peeking out of his shirt like that. Okay? We can, oh no, look. Oh no. Our arm needs to be longer on the top and shorter on the bottom. Do you see that? Longer on the top, shorter on the bottom. Okay, let's do it. Let's try it. So we need more arm here. What are we doing? What are we doing? We need more arm coming out this way. Yeah, and then this was more of that sloppy, but this was more one of these. So I read it. So it's kind of like making a pop-up book. You have layers, and you don't want to, you don't want to reveal that there are layers. You don't want to see the inner workings. I find the challenge fun, and then the result is usually pretty funny and is entertaining. Okay, so yes, that. All right, this is more or less a Hail Mary. Yeah. Let's just try it. Bring it in. Right. Size it. Size the little fiend. You're a fiend. Okay, that seems to work. Get rid of this one. Bring in the replacement. And just watch genius at work. So we want this to... That almost does work though. Look at that. That almost really does work. I wonder if we could do this. We could get away with it, maybe. Like to there. So we could have it start. I mean, we could have it start here. And then have him bring it down here. Switch it to thumbs down. And bring it back up. It looks like a carnival ride. I think it's funny. Yeah. So let's do that. We'll start it right here. And it'll appear when he says good behavior.
Relationship. Reward. Reward.
Starting like...
Reward for good behavior.
That's where we put the animation. I'm thinking, what do you think? 10 frames? Pull the lever. Thumbs up. My hair and I say thumbs up.
Reward for good behavior.
We should do it longer. Make it look more mechanical.
Reward for good behavior.
Now we need a thumbs down one.
Reward
Before
for
we
good
do
behavior.
that, let's mask that, okay? So what we're gonna do is underneath the, well, on top we have him. In the middle we'll have a mask, and then below that we'll have the thumb. So we need to find him. Not you. Yeah. So you, friend, need to move up. Starting right there, maybe. You're on the top. Okay. And then make a square. This is good. This is good. Let's make it a different color so we can see what we're doing. Make it orange. So now we need to cover up. If I'm not mistaken, we need to cover up this part. Something like this. Yeah. Now if we increase the opacity and then turn it green, we might fix it. Whoa! You go in the middle. Okay, let's try it.
Pro. Relationship. Reward for good behavior. Punishment.
That works. Alright. So now you see how to do that. And anytime you need to swivel an arm. That's how we're gonna do it. Not a bad effect.
And follower relationship is a quid quo pro relationship. Reward for good behavior, punishment.
And we'll put the thumbs down. But you get the idea. All right. See ya.